All right, now in this video, we're going to talk about breaking out ad groups by specific topics and keywords. So the best way, again, for me to show you is to just show you some examples here. So I just made up some hypothetical examples and wrote some quick ads real quick. Now, again, when we talk about ads in future videos, we're going to talk about split testing a lot of different ads and finding which ones are best. And what's cool about that is when you find an ad that works well, you can typically translate that over into other ad groups. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let me just start here by explaining. Additionally, in the last video, you saw how to break out ad groups by location. Now, here is another way that you're going to want to break out your ad groups in addition to that, which is by specific topics and keywords. So here's the example of a pawn shop in Reno. So a pawn shop in Reno that wants to possibly buy diamonds. So one ad group will be diamonds. Another ad group will be people that are simply typing in Reno pawn shop into Google. And another one is they want to buy jewelry. So they want to target that niche as well of jewelry. Okay, so let's start with the first one. The first ad group, they want to target people who want to sell diamonds. They said diamonds is very profitable for them, right? So this ad group only bids on keywords that have the word diamond or diamonds or diamond buyers, right? Someone who's typing in diamond buyers in Reno, something like that, right? So those would be your keywords, and again, we'll get to all of that when we talk about the keyword research and putting all that together. But those would be the keywords in this ad group, and the ads in this ad group would say something like this. So Reno diamond buyers, number one, right? Borrow money against your items or just outright sell them for cash. Okay, that's an ad there. Or another ad could be Reno diamond buyers, free estimate, we pay cash, 2 Reno locations, call us now. Okay, this one is just a very strong message that has a lot of benefits. Borrow money against your items or just outright sell them for cash. Those are two really big benefits that people are looking for, that typically are searching for diamond buyers. And this one, again, gives you the free estimate, we pay cash, 2 locations in Reno, call now. So again, those are different variations, and these are ads that you would test. And the results are going to be different in every single location. Different parts of the country, people think differently, people type in different things, people like being treated a certain way. So you're going to have to just test and see what the results are in your particular area. These are just really examples to show you how, when you're in the ad group that you create for diamonds, you'd have diamond, in the headline of that ad, and you also have the location here because it's in Reno, right? So we got the location in there, we got the diamond in there. This one has a lot of great benefits. This ad is free estimate, we pay cash, 2 locations in Reno, mentioning Reno again. So I think you're starting to see the point here. So moving right along to the next ad group here in this example. Here would be ad group number 2, Reno pawn shop. This ad group only bids on keywords that have the word pawn shop or other keyword variations of pawn shop. So the ads in this ad group could mention, for example, an ad like this, Reno pawn shop. And by the way, this is a little trick that we'll talk about when we get to ad writing a little bit more. If you have a short word, you can actually put it in all caps. Long words, they won't let you, but a short word like Reno, and it actually does help catch attention and draw attention to your ad. So it's definitely something worth split testing that I've seen a lot of times works really well. So Reno pawn shop has the word pawn shop in the headline here. And again, the body of the ad can be the same. We're really just for each ad group, for the most part, and you're going to test different things too, but for the most part, we're going to be changing the headline to match what this ad group is, right? What the keywords in that ad group. So someone typing in Reno pawn shop, we want the headline of our ad to pop up as Reno pawn shop. Let's go on to the next ad group. Someone's typing in for jewelry, someone's typing in sell jewelry in Reno, then it'd be Reno, we buy jewelry. And again, the ads can be simply pretty much the same, especially if you find that these ads are converting well in one ad group, then you just kind of change the headline. Here's another one, Reno jewelry buyers, if someone's typing in sell jewelry. Okay, so I think you're kind of starting to get the point there. Let's move on to another example. The more examples I think I can show you, the better understanding of this you'll get for continuing to break out into ad groups when you create your campaigns. So here's example number 2. This is going to be a mixed martial arts school in Reno that teaches jiu-jitsu and kickboxing, let's say. Okay, so one topic, ad group number 1 is going to be jiu-jitsu. Ad group number 2 we'll do as kickboxing, and ad group number 3 we'll do as mixed martial arts. So some people might be typing in jiu-jitsu. So first ad group, jiu-jitsu. This ad group only bids on keywords that have the word jiu-jitsu or Brazilian jiu-jitsu or BJJ school. A lot of jiu-jitsu people type in BJJ, short for Brazilian jiu-jitsu, or other keyword variations. And the ads in this ad group, again, would mention something like Reno Jiu-Jitsu School, right? Mentioning jiu-jitsu. Free intro class, call us. Learn from BJJ black belts, okay? A benefit, has a call to action, free intro class. Okay, the next one, ad group here, moving right along, would be kickboxing. This ad group's only going to bid on keyword variations of the word kickboxing when people are searching for kickboxing in that area. So the ads in here, again, Reno kickboxing classes, free intro session, calls today, start kickboxing today. So, things like that. So again, mentioning the location, mentioning the topic in the headline, giving them the free intro, giving the call to action. So moving right along, next ad group number 3, mixed martial arts. This ad group only is going to bid on keyword variations of when people are typing in mixed martial arts or MMA. Those are going to be the keywords that we put in for this ad group. And the ads in this ad group, again, are going to have mixed martial arts in the headline. Reno mixed martial arts. Okay, free intro class. Call us. Learn MMA from the best. Okay, so just kind of, I think you're really starting to get the point here. Now, one more example here I made for you so you can see for an attorney. So 3 kind of very different niches that I picked here to show you examples of. Let's say there's an IRS attorney in Reno, okay? Ad group number 1 might be IRS settlement. He might be trying to find people that want to do a settlement with the IRS, and then they pay him to settle with the IRS. So this ad group's only going to bid on keywords like IRS settlement or settle with the IRS or similar keyword variations. And the headline could be Reno IRS settlement. Again, we have the keyword, the IRS settlement in the headline because this is going to be those types of keywords. Settle your IRS debt fast. And again, we're mentioning settle your debt fast. Free consultation, call us. Okay, next ad group might be IRS offering compromise. That's a common term that people might be typing in if they want to do an offer and compromise, which is similar to an IRS settlement. But if someone's specifically looking for an offer and compromise, why not have your ad pop up that says IRS offer and compromise? Get help from a local attorney. Reno free consultation. Call us. Right? Okay, so next ad group would be IRS attorney. And this is interesting here. You see, ad group number 3 is IRS attorney. Ad group number 4 in this example is IRS lawyer. And the only difference here is that IRS attorney is if someone types in the word IRS attorney or IRS attorneys, why not have your ad be congruent and show IRS attorney? Now, you could have in this ad, you could just jumble these 2 together, ad group number 3 and number 4. You could just put them together. But then if someone types in IRS lawyer and it comes up your ad as IRS attorney, okay, no big deal, right? I mean, you could still make it work. But if someone types in IRS lawyer, you probably have a little bit of a better chance if your ad says Reno IRS lawyer. So, and that little bit is the little extra difference that a lot of times can really set a campaign apart. A lot of those little extra differences can make up a big deal. So, again, it wouldn't be the end of the world, and probably a couple of years ago, I probably would have just jumbled these together and just have one ad, Reno IRS attorney, and even people who type lawyer would see the attorney one. And, you could probably get away with it. But if you really want to be a perfectionist, like I tend to be sometimes, you would put IRS attorney and this one in its own ad group and have this headline for that, and IRS lawyer would be its own ad group, and those keywords would trigger this ad. So I think you're starting to really get the point now of how to set up these ad groups, and now I think you can probably start getting ready to gather your keywords, which we'll talk more about in the next videos, and put them together in ad groups here and start separating out different ad groups within each campaign. One more thing I want to mention here is if someone, let's say for an attorney, if an attorney is practicing different areas of the law, then you probably want to set up a different campaign entirely. So not just a different ad group. So we could talk about that in more advanced videos. But for example, if someone's a personal injury attorney and also a IRS attorney, you might probably set up 2 separate campaigns because, within injury attorney, you're going to have 3 or 4 ad groups, and within IRS attorney, you're going to have 3 or 4 ad groups. So you'd break those out into different campaigns. So same way we set up the first campaign, you could just click, new campaign and set up another campaign just like that. But for the most part, again, like in these examples I just showed here, you might only need one campaign, at least to start, which is the search campaign, a very focused search campaign, like I showed you in the previous video here, to be very, very focused and very targeted in that area, and then breaking out into ad groups by location, like we saw in the last video. And now in this video, you learn how to break out ad groups by specific topics and keywords.